sometimes it's nice to have some yoga to refresh the mind, the body, and also thank you to our additional sponsors, OU Physicians and Tinker Federal Credit Union. Hello everyone, let's get started today in Child's Pose Balasana. So we'll bring the big toes to touch, and then you can bring the knees as wide or as close together as you like. And then a couple of options, arms can go long in front, maybe they drape behind and wrap the feet, or if you want to open up across the back, maybe you plant through the elbows and then bring prayer hands to nape of neck. Wherever you are, just begin to close the eyes and settle in here. Beginning to embody words like soften, melt, dissolve. Let's all meet at the bottom of an exhale. Then take an inhale through the nose, fill up, belly, ribs, chest, back of throat, crown of head, hold at top. And then open the mouth, let it go. 2 more just like that, inhale. Hold. And release. And last time, take a breath in. Hold it up. And let it all go. And then making a smooth transition into your Ujjayi Pranayama, your breath control. Seal the lips, restrict the throat, and then channel the air solely in and out of the nose to build some heat, some concentration. 10 rounds of breath here to the pace of your own breath cycle. About 5 more rounds of breath. Just a quote to shape today's practice as we raise our standard of self-care, yoga, how we eat, how we sleep, not only betters ourselves, but it's for the betterment of all those around us. Making your way to an exhale. On your next inhale, begin to tent through the fingertips, find some length through the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists. Gaze forward, and then exhale, release back down. Again, inhale, tent through the fingertips, lengthen all the way from the shoulders. And exhale, release. Breath in. On your exhale, begin to walk the hands towards the right corner of the mat. Maybe left hand stacks on top of right, feeling the leg down the left side body. Staying here, begin to loop that right hand across the back. Maybe it tucks into the crook of the left hip, or maybe it just weights down onto the sacrum. Breath in, breath out. On your inhale, return back to center. And exhale, walk the hands towards the left corner of the mat. Let the neck go, maybe right hand stacks on top of left. Once again, if you like, tuck that left hand into the crook of the right hip, or just wave the sacrum. Breath in, breath out. On your inhale, come back to center. Begin to open the eyes or deepen the gaze. Hold for an exhale. On your next breath in, begin to find your puppy dog pose. So we're going to tuck the toes and then stack your hips over your knees. And then walk your arms out long. We're just intensifying the stretch here. And then either chin or forehead to mat. Think about that playful puppy. Fresh air in, stale air out. And on your inhale, begin to walk the fingertips back towards the knees. And then we're just going to sit back onto the heels here, drawing the knees close together. If this is uncomfortable, just take an easy, comfortable seat, cross-leg. Then we're going to flip the hands behind us, fingertips point away as you puff up through the chest. Sun worshiper pose. Gaze is up or maybe slightly back. Continuing to feel that stretch along the backs of the feet. A breath in here. And then on your next inhale, begin to make your way back to center and exhale, meet in your tabletop pose. Toes can be tucked or untucked. You can stack shoulders, elbows, wrists, and knees, hips width distance apart. Moving through a few rounds of cat-cows. Inhale, cow, drop the belly, spread the collarbones, gaze up. And exhale, cat. Dome through the back, tuck the chin. Again, inhale, cat. And exhale, cat. 10 cycles here at your own pace. Maybe sway the hips, find some C curves, or snake your cat-cows close to the mat. Remembering to keep the breath flowing, either your Ujjayi breath or any intentional breath, mindful movement. About 3 more cycles. Whenever you're finished, lean back with that nice neutral spine and tabletop. Good. From here, on an inhale, we're going to send that left leg long behind. Push out through the heel, all 5 toes point down. And just take a look over your shoulder. Make certain it is in line with the rest of your body. And then let the right arm go long in front, bicep in line with the ear, thumb points up. Great. Lengthening tip to tip, draw the navel in and up. And then take any kink out of the neck. Breath in, lengthen. And then exhale, knee to nose or knee to elbow. Crunching in here, bird dog. And then on an inhale, lengthen. And exhale, pull together. Moving at your own pace. Continuing that wonderful breath. We'll just meet with limbs extended. Stay here or begin to bend through that back leg. Reach around for a bind. Maybe you just reach if you don't have the bind. If you have the bind, press foot into hand. You can gaze up and over the shoulder, or you can gaze straight ahead and up. Let's all meet with limbs extended. And then exhale, plant the hand, the knee, re-level the hips. And then whenever you're ready, on an inhale, stretch that right leg long behind, push through the heel, draw hip in line with hip. Gaze behind, make certain you're level, and then send that left arm long in front. Fingers vibrant. Take the kink out of the neck. Roll right hip down in line with left. Breath in. And exhale, pull together. Dome up through that back like a string is pulling you skywards. And then on an inhale, lengthen. And exhale, pull together. Continuing at your own pace. Mindful movement, controlled by the breath. And then once again, let's all meet with limbs extended. You can stay right here or bend through that back leg. Begin to reach around. Maybe you just reach, maybe you find the line. Kick foot into hand and open through the heart. And then on an inhale, we'll all meet, lengthen. And exhale, plant the hand, the knee. Good, from here we're gonna walk the feet back and find a plank pose. Remember, you can always modify by bringing the knees down. Push out through the heels, stack shoulders, elbows, wrists, really wide through the fingertips. Dome up through the back, and then easy on the neck. Think about creating one straight line from the crown of head through the heels. Keep springing up through the shoulders as you press down through the hands. Take a breath in. On your exhale, down dog. Keep the length from your plank. And then inhale, pull forward, plank pose. And exhale, down dog. For 3, my count of your own. 2, 1. And then hold down dog, 10 breath cycles. First and foremost, always checking in with your alignment, feet hips width distance apart, hands shoulder width distance, fingers spread wide, all 10 of them pointing forward, and especially press into the index finger and the thumb. Biceps wrapping, and then let the neck go as you gaze at navel. Feel free to find some movement here, hip circles, pedal the dog, or stay still. 5 more full body rounds of breath. Fresh air in, stale air out. Now on your inhale, walk the feet forward just about half a foot, and then max width distance apart. So now we're in a shortened downward dog stance. Maybe your heels are touching the ground. Now we're going to plant that left hand in the center of the mat. On an inhale, right arm sweeps up for a simple twist. Good, pull that shoulder back in space, and gaze towards the sky. One more breath in, fill up. And then exhale, right hand plant, center of the mat. Squeeze the space out from under the palm, and inhale, left arm reaches. Hips are still square, strong through the legs. One more breath in. And then exhale, return to center. And begin walking the feet forward to meet the hands. We'll find a forward fold. For now, just take whatever feels good here. Maybe you sway, find some circles with the arms or your ragdoll. Try not to lock out the knees and really root down through the feet, feeling the mat reach up to support you. Then from here, let's all interlace the fingers behind the back and reach that fist towards the front of room. Maybe your palms touch, maybe not. You can always take a bend in the elbows to get them there. Or you can try releasing the hands and then just using your muscles throughout the arms to keep the hands facing towards one another. And of course, let the neck go. Gaze directly behind. Then I'll meeting with clasped hands. Keep them clasped as on an inhale you begin to roll up and find a baby back bend as you push the hips forward, lengthening down the spine, driving the fists away from the thighs, pull the heart up. One more breath here. And then on your exhale, mountain pose. On an inhale, we'll interlace the fingers, flip the palms, and just reach them up and overhead. Roll the shoulders down the back. Push out through the palms. Take one more breath in, reach up. Then on your exhale, shift the hips left as you drop the arms towards the right. Good, pull the navel in and up as you root down through the feet and gaze under the arm. Breathe in, breathe out. On your inhale, come back to center, look up, and exhale, opposite side, hips right, arms left. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, back to center, look up, and then exhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. We'll take a few sun salutations here to warm the body, knowing that child's pose is always available if you need it. On an inhale, we'll reach the arms up overhead, upward salute, and then exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, belly to thighs. On an inhale, find a flat spine, hands to shins, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, Vinyasa. Plant the palms, step back to your plank pose, or you can always come to the knees. We'll lower elbows into ribs. Inhale, pull forward, up dog. Always drop the thighs. And then exhale, down dog. 3 breath cycles here. Knowing that whenever we take a pose, we can continue to find some movement in it. Work out the kinks. On an inhale, make your way to top of mat, however you'd like to get there. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, flat spine, extend through head. And exhale, Vinyasa. Plant the palms, step back, lower to about 90 degrees. Inhale, pull the heart forward. And exhale, down dog. 2 rounds of breath. On an inhale, make your way to top of mat, however you'd like to get there, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, Vinyasa. And Vinyasa just means flow. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Breath in, breath out. On an inhale, meet at top of mat, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach last 2 on your own. Just follow along with me. Add in anything else that you need today. And then meeting in down dog or child's pose whenever finished. 5 breath cycles. For our main flow, we're going to start on our left side today, just so you can see it a little more easily. So on an inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. So spin that back heel down to a 45-degree. Take your hands to your hips to square off. Front knee tracking over ankle, and then reach up through the arms. Keep drawing the biceps back in line with the ears, and then your gaze is up. With every inhale, find a little more length through the fingertips. Every exhale, a little more depth on that front leg, like you could balance a glass of water. Hips driving forward. A big breath in. On your exhale, open up, warrior two. Back heel spins flat. All the toes of the back foot point to the side wall, and front toes point forward. Pelvis is neutral here, tailbone driving down, and broad across the shoulders. Your drishti, your gaze point, is to your third finger. Breath in, breath out. On your inhale, reach far forward, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Back hand to back thigh, front arm reaches up and over. You still have this 90-degree bend as much as possible on the front leg. If you want something different, top hand may come to the crook of the right hip, or maybe you take cow face arms. Left arm comes up and over, right arm under. One more inhale here, fill up. Then exhale, triangle pose. Straighten through the front leg, hips shift back. And then your left hand falls anywhere on the leg, or maybe on a block or outside the foot. Arms are an extension of one another, imagining you're wedged in between two panes of glass. One breath in, one breath out. And on your inhale, begin to lift up and find your star pose. Sit alongside of the mat, heels in, toes out, arms reach, radiating energy. This seems like such a simple pose, but really activate through the muscles. Maybe you roll the wrists or twinkle your stars. If you want more, you can always pop up onto the toes as well, firming through the belly. Hold a gaze point, keep you in the moment. One more breath in here. Then on your exhale, goddess pose. Sink deep through the thighs, gold post the arms. Think about shoulders in line with elbows. And then once again, tuck the pelvis so the tailbone is driving down. From here, let's begin to pop up onto the toes. Heels are lifted and pulse for 10, 9 micro movements, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up, star pose. And then exhale, prasarita, wide-legged forward fold, toes in, heels out. And then just bring the hands down to the mat. Maybe you walk the fingertips far forward or back, or just dangle. If inversion is in your practice, now would be the time to take it. But let the neck go and keep the length down the spine. Breathe in, breathe out. On an inhale, walk the fingertips to a flat spine, so cupcake here. The weight is forward into the toes. Think about balancing a pitcher of water on your back. Take a breath in. Then on your exhale, find low lunge back at top of mat. Hopping up high on those back toes. Hands can be planted, cupcaked, or maybe they hover. Long through the legs. Scissoring together, right hip driving forward, left hip driving back. Keep up dog through the chest rather than rounding in those shoulders. Breath in. Breath out. On your inhale, simple twist. Right hand plants your cupcakes as that left arm reaches up, starting this twist at the navel. And then maybe you take some giant circles or roll to the outside edges of the feet. One more inhale here, reach up. And then exhale, plant the palm, vinyasa, or step back to your down dog. Knowing vinyasas are always optional, they just build heat and strength. Good. For the right side, I'm just gonna flip to the opposite side of the mat so you can see me a little more easily. So on an inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Back toes are a nice 45-degree. Deep bend in that front leg. And reach up. Really try to cement the feet down. Roll the shoulders down the back. And vibrate up through the fingertips. Knowing that in yoga, we find a pose, we hold the pose, and we breathe into it. A full breath in. On your exhale, open up, warrior two. Heel to arch alignment, sink the tailbone down. And I always look at my arms, make certain the back one is in line with the front. Breathe in, breathe out. Then on your inhale, reach far forward, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Keep that deep bend in the front knee, left ribs reaching to meet the right. Then if you like, that half bind or cow face arms. One more deep inhale here. And then on your exhale, triangle pose, straighten through the front leg, shift the hips back, and then let that bottom hand fall wherever you like. If you have a block at home, it may be a good place to use it. Good, firm through the belly, reach through crown of head, and still gripping down into the mat for support. Breath in, breath out. On your inhale, lift up, find your star pose. So heels in, toes out, wide through the hands, strong through the legs. Maybe find that movement. And then maybe pop to the toes if you like. A big breath in. On your exhale, sink down, goddess pose. Tailbone drive into the earth, broad across the shoulders. And for this one, let's reach the arms up overhead. Imagine you're holding a volleyball or a beach ball, and then just tick-tock back and forth. If you want more, you can always pop the heels so you're balancing on your toes. Whatever you do, use your core for stability. And then we'll all meet back on an inhale, star pose. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. As soon as I fold, my toes are in, my heels are out. I usually walk my feet out a bit more. Let the neck go. This time, let's plant the left hand equidistant in the mat. You can always use a block here as well. And on an inhale, right arm reaches up. Keep the weight forward into the toes. Maybe take that right hand and tuck it into the crook of the left hip. On your next inhale, reach up. And then exhale, plant the right hand down. And inhale, left arm sweeps up. Still finding length along the back. On an inhale, reach up. And then exhale, plant the hand. On your next inhale, cupcake through the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Release the neck, soften the face. One more breath here. Then on your exhale, low lunge at top of mat. Find your variation. Lengthening out through that back kneecap. Rolling the shoulders down the back. And scissor the legs together. A full round of breath. And on an inhale, simple twist. Left hand plants your cupcakes as that right arm reaches up, extending. And then range of motion, roll to edges. One more breath in here, reach up. And then exhale, vinyasa or step to down dog. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Good, so we'll take that same flow a little bit faster. You can always move at your own pace. 2 times. On an inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, lift up, star pose. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, prasarita, forward fold. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, low lunge, top of mat. Inhale, simple twist, left arm up. And exhale, vinyasa or down dog. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Breath in, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, rise up, stop. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, stop. Exhale, prasarita. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, low lunge, top of mat. Inhale, simple twist, right arm up. And exhale, vinyasa. Inhaling up and exhaling down. One more time each side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, rise up, star pose. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, stop. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, low lunge, top of mat. Inhale, simple twist, left arm up. And exhale, vinyasa. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Right side last time. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, rise up, star pose. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, stop. Exhale, prasarita. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, low lunge, top of mat. Inhale, simple twist, right arm up. And exhale, vinyasa. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. And meeting in your child's pose. Big toes touch, knees wide. 5 breath cycles here. If you want more, stay in your down dog and continue to build that strength. A full breath in and a slow breath out. Everyone meeting in down dog if you weren't already there. And on your next inhale, begin to walk your feet up to meet the hands. Forward fold. Find that same stretch behind the back as you interlace the fingers. Maybe you put the opposite thumb on top. And then pull that fist towards front of ring. Shoulder blades reaching towards one another. Let the neck go. And then when you're ready, on an inhale, use that fist to pull you up. Find that baby back bend as you push the hips forward. Take a breath in. And exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Good, from here we're going to do some balance, so know that you can always put your hand on a wall or on a chair. So begin by rooting down through that left foot. I always pick up my toes and then splay them out, place them down. On an inhale, right leg lifts, one leg in Tadasana. Feel free to take prayer hands here. Resist that urge to lean back or forward and really zipper up through the midsection. Good, we'll take warrior three different ways. So take a breath in, then on your exhale, keep the right leg straight out in front, doesn't matter how high or straight it is, and begin to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath in, one leg into Tadasana, and then exhale, warrior three with prayer hands. Take your time, no rush, roll right hip down in line with left. Keep lengthening out a strong line from crown of head through toes. One breath cycle. On your inhale, come back to center, one leg in Tadasana. Exhale, extend straight out in front. Inhale, one leg. Exhale, warrior three. This time, airplane the arms behind you. Palms face one another. Up dog through the chest. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, one leg in Tadasana, prayer hands. Exhale, extend, last time. Inhale, one leg. Exhale, warrior three. Reach the arms straight out in front. Remember, if that's too much, just return to your prayer hands. Keep that left knee nice and supple. Breath in, breath out. On your inhale, land, high lunge. Catch your balance. Reach the arms up. Really dig into the mat with your toes. Gaze is up or straight ahead. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, open arm twist. Left arm back, right arm forward. Keep tracking the eyes to that back hand. If this is a lot, just bring one hand to hip and only extend one. On an inhale, come back to center, moving slowly, steady. And then exhale, vinyasa, or step to down dog. Inhaling up, and exhaling down, second side. On an inhale, step, float, hop, top mat, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, mountain pose. Good, this time we'll root down through that right foot. Remember that balance may be starkly different on each side, so just meet yourself where you are today. On an inhale, left leg lifts, one leg into Tadasana. Hold that gaze point, don't look at anything moving. Maybe take prayer hands. Zipper up the belly, thigh parallel. Breath in. On your exhale, extend the legs straight out in front and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath in, one leg. Exhale, warrior three with prayer hands. Take your time to get there. You can always kickstand that back foot. Want to make certain that right foot, all toes are pointing forward. You can always readjust. Keep leveling out and then roll the shoulders down. One breath in, one breath out. On an inhale, come back to center. Exhale, extend the legs straight out in front. Inhale, one leg. Exhale, warrior three. Arms airplane behind. Don't forget to breathe. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, one leg into Tadasana, prayer hands. Exhale, extend. Inhale, one-legged. Exhale, warrior three, retreat out in front this time. Keep rolling left hip down in line with right. Pull the belly in and up. One breath cycle. On your inhale, land, high lunge. Catch the balance. Nice and steady here. One breath in. And exhale, open arm twist. Right arm reaching back, left arm forward, or take a variation. Keep tracking the eyes, step back here. On an inhale, move back through center, slowly settling. And exhale, vinyasa. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Good. From here, we're going to pull forward to a plank pose. Shoulders over elbows, over wrists, push through the heels. We'll lower to the belly to a count of 10. 9, elbows in, 8, 7, 6, loosen the neck, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it all go. Forehead to mat, maybe take a full body stretch. And then for our heart opener today, we'll move into a few rounds of locust pose. So for our first round, bring the hands down beside you, and fingertips are going to be to the mat, not fingernails, fingertips. And when we lift here, we'll lift just the torso, leave the feet, the legs glued down to the mat. So forehead to mat, empty out the lungs. Then on your inhale, begin to peel the chest up, press through the fingertips, gazes down and forward, really strengthening through the back as we relax through the belly. One more breath in here. And then exhale, release down, cheek to mat. Maybe find some movement. Good, next we'll interlace fingers behind the back, or you can always grab grab opposite elbow or push fist to fist. Empty out the lungs once again. On an inhale, we'll lift everything except the pelvis. Fingers reach away from the glutes. Maybe your big toes touch, let that neck go. And hold, every inhale lift, every exhale hold. One more breath in, working hard. And exhale, lower down. Release the hands opposite cheek to mat. And then third and final round, we're going to airplane the arms out to the side. Let the breath go. And on an inhale, lift everything except the pelvis. Lift a tiny bit higher. Breath in. And release down, letting everything go. Take an inhale. On the exhale, plant the palms, mats width distance apart under the shoulders, and inhale for a nice long up dog. Good, lift through the thighs, gazes up. Breath in here. On your exhale, gaze over the right shoulder, dip the left hip. If you want more, cross that right ankle over the left. On an inhale, return to center, look up. And then exhale, gaze over the left shoulder, right hip dips, maybe left ankle over right. Remember, these are always suggestions, it's your practice. On an inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, down dog. Good. From our down dog, we are going to move into one-legged pigeon. So on an inhale, right leg lifts, and then find that heel to glute, just like a fire hydrant, dog in a fire hydrant. Take your circles here, or flip dog wild thing. If you've never tried it, this is a great opportunity to kind of watch it in slow motion. I'm going to base through my left hand, right foot comes up and over, spin that left heel down. And then reach through that right arm, lift the hips here, gaze to the right ribs. If you want more, just plant down through the feet and find your flip dog. If you flipped, everyone return to center. On an inhale, lift and lengthen. Then on your exhale, pull forward. Think about coming into a plank pose. Really aim your right knee towards your right wrist. And then drop your shin down. Doesn't matter how parallel to the front of the mat the shin is. Just make certain the heel of the right foot is in line with the left hip. Left leg extends long. Then take a breath in. You can always stay here, a proud pigeon, or fold down, 10 breath cycles. And if this is uncomfortable, take your reclined figure forward instead. If that pigeon didn't turn out right, you can always return to down dog and just start it over again. 10 rounds of breath, whatever you choose. Three more cycles of breath, sinking deep on the mat. When you're ready for an inhale, begin walking fingertips back to meet the shin. And then exhale, we'll swing that left leg around. We're going to move into half Lord of the Fishes. So left leg goes out long, and then right leg comes over left. Good. On an inhale, we'll reach the arms up and overhead, equal weight in the sit bones. And then exhale, twist right. Left arm can wrap the right knee. You can push into it. Just make certain that right hand is close to your body rather than all the way back. We want to find that tall spine. Don't forget about that left foot. Keep it nice and active. Breath in, breath out. On an inhale, come back to center, reach the arms up high. Then exhale, just find a little counter twist, just drape the body over opposite direction. Relax the neck. On your next breath in, come back to center, arms reach up high. And then exhale, release, move through your vinyasa, crossing at the ankles, planting the palms, or just step back to down dog so you can move to the other side. Good. Once we're here, on an inhale, left leg lifts, find that heel to glute. So let this, the circles really resonate, stem from the hip rather than from the knee. So think about all that wonderful opening. And then flip dog wild thing if you like. Plant through that right hand. Left foot lands. Push the hips. Gaze all the way to the wrist. Flip dog. Plant the feet if you want to move into that. And then if you flip to return back to center, left leg lifts nice and high. And then exhale, pull forward, almost like in a plank pose. Aim the knee for the wrist. Plant that shin down. And then scooch that right knee back. You can either stay in your proud pigeon or begin to hinge from the hips, 10 breath cycles. Don't forget, you can take that figure four if that feels better in your body. Five more full body rounds of breath, keeping your mind on your mat. in, begin walking the fingertips back. And on an exhale, swing that right leg around this time. Let it go on down the mat, push through the heel. In half forward of the fishes, we'll plant that left foot outside the right thigh. Try to get equal weight in the sits bones, tall spine. Right toes flexed. On an inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, twist left. Once again, pull that back hand in, almost so that your spine is aligned with your arm. And then hug the knee or push into it, and track the eyes back. Honoring the differences in each side of the body. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to your fullest. Then on your inhale, come back to center, reach the arms up. And exhale, just find that nice passive counter stretch. Break the body down. And then on your inhale, make your way back through center. Exhale, release, begin to unravel. Option for a final vinyasa or recline down onto the back. Good, everyone meeting on your back. We're gonna send that left leg long down the mat and just pull the right knee into chest. Left leg is still nice and active. Begin to find movement first in the toes. Spread, point, flex, really indulging in this time on your mat. And then let that movement go into the ankle. And last all the way up into the knee. And then we'll pause the movement and find that half happy baby. So left leg stays extended. And then right hand reaches inside the leg. Maybe you grab for calf, ankle, or foot. Left hand can weight down the left hip and just come off to the side. And then you can lift and lower if you like. Maybe you bring the heel to that left hip crease, open up like a bow and arrow. Take one more inhale here. And on our exhale, supine twist. I'm going to let my arms go wide. And then just drape this right leg over. It can be bent or extended. Options, if that right foot is by your left hand, maybe you find a bind there. Or grab for the cat's tail, bend through the left leg. Right hand reaches for the left foot. Wherever you are, shoulder blades are driving down, and then gaze away from the legs. Maybe your eyes begin to close at this point. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your inhale, return to center, unravel, hug that right knee to the chest one more time, give it a squeeze. And then exhale, send it on down the mat. Kick out through the heel. Breath in, draw the left knee in. And then begin to find that subtle movement in the toes, the ankle, and the knee. Then we'll pause at center, half happy baby. Right leg's extended, left hand grabs for whatever is feasible today. And then stay here, thigh parallel to the ground, knee pulling towards the armpit, or lift and lower. And then we'll pause, take a breath in, And on your exhale, supine twist. Arms go wide, palms down or up, and let that left leg drape the right, bent or maybe straight. If the left foot's by the right hand, grab a hold. If you want to catch the cat's tail, bend through that right knee, left hand to right foot, and then reopen. Head turns away from the legs, and relax into your mat. One breath in, one breath out. On your inhale, return to center, hug that left knee into chest. Bring the right knee up to meet the left. And then hands wrap shins, lift the head to meet the knees, curl up into a tight little ball, squeeze everything together. Take a full breath in, and sigh out the mouth. Shavasana, final resting pose. Eyes closed or gaze softened. Take any other poses you may need to fulfill your practice. And then just send your body that burst of gratitude for carrying you through class today. Shavasana. Fresh air in, squeeze any remaining stale air out, allowing life, energy, positivity to flow back into the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, arms and legs. And a breath in, pull knees into chest, arms to shins. Hold here. And then roll to one side, fetal pose, using your arm as a cushion. And then whenever you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seat, whatever that may be for you. Rooting down through the sits bones, lifting up through crown of head. On an inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And exhale, prayer hands to heart center. If we raise our standard of self-care, yoga, sleep, how we eat, it's not only for the benefit of us, it's for the benefit of all those around us. The light in me honors and sees the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me today. My name's Heidi, here through the YMCA. This is Botanical Balance Yoga at the Myriad Gardens. Thank you.